Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi, and today we are going to be working on a suggestion that someone left under a recent video of mine. Now, I recently did a video on the $6 million man doll, working out how to fix and repair some key issues with it, and someone left a comment underneath saying that although the top of the figure has lots of action going on to it, we've got the bionic arm, we've got the skin that rolls back, we've got the chips, we've got the magnifying eye. When it comes to his legs, they're a little bit plain and boring. So the suggestion was, can we make something that makes those legs look a little bit more interesting? And that's what we're going to be doing in today's project. We're going to be working out a way to add some stickers to those legs to make them look much more interesting, and something that Kenner could have done very easily back in the day. So let's get on with the project and see what we can do. So when it comes to the $6 million man doll, as I mentioned, there is a lot going on with him. We have the bionic arm with the chips in it and the skin that you can roll back. That is a really cool feature. If we press the button on the back of him, obviously his arm moves up and down as well to show how strong he is, and he has the magnifying eye. All very cool features. But Steve Austin, as we know, has bionic legs. And if you take the trousers off this figure, the legs are just plain. There's not a lot going on. Now, you can buy some extra pieces for this figure, including the critical assignment arms and critical assignment legs, which give you all of those details and extra things. But the suggestion was, why don't I make some stickers that we can just add to the plain bionic legs to make them look more interesting, something that Kenner could have done back in the day. And I thought that was a really good idea, so I've been looking around and trying to work out ways to do it. And while doing my research, I found out that there was at the time a bionic tattoo and sticker set produced by Kenner. And these were stickers that you could just stick on anything. They weren't designed to fit on the toys, they were much bigger stickers. And then they were sort of temporary tattoos as well that you could apply to your skin to make you look bionic. Well, I've been searching around and I've found a scan of that bionic sticker sheet, and I think we can use that as a basis to make some rather cool stickers to go on Steve Austin's legs. But the first thing we need to do is actually tidy up that sticker sheet, because the scan I've got is not great quality. So let's head on into Photoshop and we'll tidy that file up, and once that's all sorted, we can use the new tidied up file to create something that will work on Steve Austin's legs. And here, as you can see, after about half an hour's work, is the touched up and repaired file, and they do look really rather nice. I've printed these out at sort of actual scale, so this is the scale that the stickers would have been, and you can see they're pretty cool for sticking on notebooks and sort of all around a child's room. I really quite like them, and there's lots of detail going on, lots of detail with sort of circuitry and dials and all sorts of things. And I think these will be ideal to make some stickers to go on Steve Austin's legs, but obviously they are a bit big and they have this sort of blue background as well, which I don't think is going to work. What I plan to do is sort of redesign these so that they have a more sort of skin tone side to them, or maybe some grey or something, so they look like sunken panels that will fit on Steve Austin's legs. But we need to redesign these and rescale them. So what I'm going to do is make a few measurements of his legs so that I know how big to make the stickers, because we've got a nice patch here on the side of the thigh, so we can fit a fairly large sticker there. We could also do a sticker on the sort of the front of the shin, again one on this side, possibly a little bit of space on the inside there. So I think there's space for a lot of little panels. So if I just take some measurements of the sort of the largest flat areas of his legs and then take those into Photoshop and start reworking these stickers, I'm sure we can make something that looks really cool and that can be stuck onto these legs, and something that Kenner could have done back in the day. A really easy addition to the toy, just a small sticker sheet with things that you could stick on him to make him look even more bionic. So let's take a few measurements and then we'll go back into Photoshop and do a little bit more work. Using these larger stickers as a starting point, this is what I've managed to create. So I've got 4 separate stickers, one for the upper thigh on each side and then one for the sort of calf area. I don't think you need more stickers than that because it will just look cluttered. So I've got one large one which I reckon will sit sort of that side, a smaller one that side, and then we've got another long one there for this calf, and then a shorter one for this side. I think they are looking pretty nice, but the only way to tell is actually to cut them out. So these I've printed onto some sticky backed glossy print paper, the same paper that I've used there, and it should be fairly straightforward to cut them out. I put a grey line around the outside which I need to cut away fully, and then a slightly sort of skin toned line which I'm going to match this colour a little bit. And I've changed the inner parts from being red. On this one you can see all of these inner parts are red. I've changed them to sort of various colours here because I thought red looked a bit too sort of gory, and it's nice to have a bit of variation. So there is one red one there, but the others are blue, a sort of darker grey blue and then a lighter grey. And I think that looks pretty nice, and it's certainly very in keeping with the style of these ones. And yeah, let's just try them on the figure and see what they look like. there we go, that is them stuck on. I have to say, I really like how these are looking. It just adds an extra bit of detail to his legs, and it does make him look more bionic. It's like he's being serviced and someone's taken some panels away. And this is certainly something that Kenner could have done back in the day. It would have been very easy to add a sticker sheet just with a few extra stickers on it that you could have stuck any way you wanted on Steve Austin to give him that extra bionic look. So yeah, that is a really simple addition, but it really adds loads to it. So there we go, that is it for this project. It's been a nice, fun, little simple one. Just adding stickers to toys always makes a massive difference to them, and adding just 4 stickers to the legs of this Steve Austin doll makes him look so much more bionic. So if you want to have a go at doing this to your own $6 million man doll, then head on over to toy-polloi.com. You can download this bigger sticker sheet, and I will also put available the new little mini stickers that I've made for the legs of Steve Austin. So go there, check them out. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you've really enjoyed it and want to help me out here at toy-polloi, then why not think about becoming a patron of the channel. You get early access to all of my restoration videos, plus access to an exclusive video series called On the Cutting Mat, where I show projects and restorations that you won't see anywhere else. So have a think about that, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Toy Polloi. Subscribe for more great videos.